Hey guys, Jeff Ryan here. Still having fun with that bug, that two-tone bug that we completed yesterday. Having a ball with it. I really do like it. I know it probably shouldn't out of the factory, but to me, that's the attraction. If somebody didn't take it out of the factory, you know, it wouldn't be sitting here. It would not be sitting here. And I think it came out absolutely wonderful. I love the little yellow dot on the roof there. I feel remiss from yesterday. Reason being is one of my viewers asked, he said he can't find anywhere, how do you hook up the terminal track to the transformers. And I know, they're in the guide there, but everybody doesn't have one of those manuals. They really don't. And I know, mine looks a mess. It really does. It looks a mess, and trying to figure that out, nonsense, right? So let's do this. We'll go inside and we'll look at the terminal track. There's a number of ways to do it. You can have the old steering wheel speed controllers. You can do a 4-lane, you can do a 2-lane. But what I've done is I've got two different transformers, one for each lane. I've got transformer for the outside and the inside lane, and the same transformer for the outside and the inside lane, but I don't have one transformer for both lanes. That's what I don't want. Reason being, I remember being a kid, and if somebody was gunning it or flooring it, and you wanted to make the other person fall off, well, you just stop, and then they get all the juice, and then the car goes flying. That's not a fun game to play, guys. That's not a fun game to play. That's why I got a separate transformer for each of the lanes. While we're inside, I have to pay some homage to a couple of people. One of my viewers said, hey, listen, for the Torino, they recall that Road Race Replica, Phil Pinion, had made a mask or a template to do the stripes. Okay, you've got my attention. I know that Road Race Replica was sold to Jag Hobbies. I want to go inside and show you some of the things that I found on the Jag Hobbies. They got a bunch of stuff. They got a ton of stuff. Really cool stuff. So I contacted them and I said, hey, listen, just like I said, one of my viewers suggested that you might have a template or a mask to do the stripes for the Torino. And he didn't know off the top of his head, and he said he'd get back with me and check. God bless him. He got back with me and checked, and he does have one. We made the transaction. It's on its way. So as far as that Torino goes, I'm probably going to have some fun putting the stripes on with that template, or with the mask, whatever you want to call it. So anyways, let's do this just for fun. Let's go ahead and go inside, and I'll show you the picture of the wiring to the terminal tracks, and then I also want to go inside and just show you the Jag website. Really cool stuff. Just a sec. All right, guys, here we are. We're at the jaghobbies.com. This is their landing page or home page, if you would have it. And I've been surfing a little bit, and I'm sure you guys will too. They have got a ton of links here to a ton of slot car parts. You have to check it out. One of the ones I was just on just a bit ago is the Aurora, the Thunderjets here. And look at the chassis they got. Just a myriad of different chassis. They have the tough ones. They've got the classic one. They just got everything you want there. Everything you want. So where is it? Yeah, here it is. Okay, getting back to the Torino. Again, Jag has bought Road Race Replica, and I think Road Race Replica bought new Aurora years ago. So this is interesting how Jag came up with, they've got both. And when I started looking further into it, I saw immediately they have decals. So I said, let's check that out. And look here at the top, they have the Torino stripes in different colors. But I kept scrolling down. I kept looking, and I didn't see, they just got a ton of stuff. I didn't see the Torino mask anywhere. So I thought I would contact them, and let me scroll all the way down. If you do want to contact them, right down here at the bottom, you see this yellow here, it says contact me. Very responsive. Let's go back one. All right, the cars, the bodies, reproduction parts, love it. And again, this is Aurora made some, and Phil Pinion made some. And what's interesting, this one right here, the Lincoln glass, I can just tell that Pinion made that. Reason being is we were talking decades ago, And he was saying, hey, listen, if you've got a glass that is, decades old, and then you try to reproduce it, what Phil would do is he would add like less than a drop of black to his mix, and it would allow the glass to be a little bit gray, which would give it that older look. I love the way he did that. I have always loved the way he did that. I remember one time, and I wish I would have checked here first because it took me a while to find it. The wings over here, I had to, for the chaparral, I had to find a wing, and I did eventually use one, but these are just like absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. So guys, you have to check out Jag Hobbies. They're very accommodating. They even have some eBay listings here. They got some miscellaneous stuff, tires, reproduction stuff, tons of chassis. So what is it up here? I'll put a link in the description to Jag Hobbies here, because there's so much. You could just spend hours here looking through what they got. They really did an awesome job. Getting out back here to the garage again, guys. Go to the Jag, surf, buy stuff from them. They've got some good quality products. I've got the page up on my computer right now. I'm going to go back, surf some more. The thing that got me about them is it's the weekend, and I still got great customer service. It's the weekend, and I got great customer service. Thank you, Jag. I'm just head over heels as far as getting the mask or the template for the Torino. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to do that. Okay. Listen. I did want to get to the schematics for the terminal track. Let's go inside and get that. All right. Very good. Here we go. Let's take a look at the guide real quick. We have the steering wheel controllers with the transformer. They show you how to do that. Even the steering wheel controllers in a 4-lane. Can you imagine that? 4-lane? I do like these for nostalgia, but as far as really racing with them, I'd rather use the trigger ones that we have these days. Here's another 4-lane right here. And then the last one is just a simple 2-lane. But here's what's interesting. You got the transformer, and the transformer here gives juice to the track to terminal number 1, but then there's a little wire going from 1 to 3, so both lanes have it. This controller hooks up to number 4, this controller hooks up to number 2, so with one transformer you can have governing both lanes. Again, I didn't choose to do that. I wanted one transformer per lane. That's the way I did it. So if you do want one transformer per lane, you don't have to take power from 1 and then jump it over to 3. You don't. You just use one controller, one transformer, hook it up to the track, take another transformer, another controller, and hook it up to the track. It's that simple. It's that simple. But if you've never done it before, or if you haven't seen the schematics, it's tough. It's tough. I had Kelly down at Gulf Coast Model Railroading. He said, listen, think about it this way. You're making a loop. So it goes from the transformer. I wish you could see the underneath side of it, but then it actually comes back. He says, you're just making a loop. And when I got my head wrapped around that, it kind of made sense to me. And he could draw it was funny at the time, he could draw the schematics on, like a napkin or something. And I was trying to follow him. He knew what he was talking about. All right, guys. All right, this is Bob Beerside. He goes by Mr. Aurora on eBay there. Let's scroll down a little bit. He's got a ton of old Aurora models and things like that. But this is where I get my tires from. And I mentioned last video, he's got a ton. Look at that. He's got the guide pins. He's got some chassis there. He's got some hubs and things. What are those? Are they accelerated? The speedsters? Wow, he's got a ton of stuff. Yeah, here's his tires. And I get a bag of right here, the T-Jet tires, the standard ones. There's 100 count. And just for fun, me being me, last time I got them, I counted. There's 100 there. But anyways, scroll back up top. This is his page. And again, I had
a viewer say, listen, you mentioned the tires, but if you could give us a link, I'll put the link in the description below. And Bob Beers has a great book. If you haven't gotten his book, or books, he might have more than one, on the Thunderjets and the old slot cars, get it. It's like the best, one of the absolute best books out there. All right, guys, very good.
All right, getting back out of the garage. Boy, we have a nice day. It's still going to be like, I don't know, 40s or 50s. It's just absolutely wonderful out. But guys, check Bob Beers out. Check the Jag Hobbies out. I've got links below. You're going to have a ball with Jag. You really are. There's so many links you can click here to see what they have. It's just absolutely wonderful, wonderful, wonderful stuff. All right, guys, let me know if you need anything. I always say that. I always mean it. Let me know. I'm here for you. Any questions? Let me know. See ya.